We're going to step over to our next roving reporter. Linda Bonney is a published author, conversationalist, writer, storyteller, podcast host, production manager, and GME roving reporter.
It's Linda coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. And today I'd love to share another story from my younger years. Now, when I was a late tween and teenager, I would help my dad in one of his entrepreneurial journeys and would actually drill little holes into circuit boards. So he would custom design circuit boards from scratch and make them very much from hand. And so he would grab the materials needed and we would have them soaking on our kitchen bench, and each individual hole had to be drilled. I believe now it would be done much quicker with a machine or all sorts of other ways that could be done. But at this time, in the late 80s, early 90s, it actually had to be all done by hand. So I think I might have got 1 cent per hole or something, and there were hundreds and hundreds of these holes to fill. And now, as I'm watching my 11-year-old take apart computers and look at all the capacitors and the resistors and all those other things, he's really fascinated by all of that. And I can share with him the conversations that I used to have with my dad and the time that I would spend in that back shed drilling circuit boards for the compensation that was sometimes at the end, but also the enjoyment that I had from doing that as well. So it took quite a lot of time and patience, and sometimes I'd slightly miss, which meant that he had to restart and begin again. And something that you might like to think about is what your parents did in your upbringing that has influenced your entrepreneurial journey today. That's it for now. Back to you, Kim and Gary.
Thank you, Linda. Oh my goodness, Kim. We need to talk about Linda because something has happened. There's two. Go, Kim.
She got the second book out already, and we're so excited. These did come from a podcast, Carrie, and yes. I'm gonna have you say what it's called, because apparently last week I said it backwards, even though, you know.
Stories with a Sunday roast.
There you go. But these are stories that Linda has that are wrapped and intertwined with those interviews she did on the podcast. So 2 books, Carrie.
And I believe there's a third one on the way, Kim. Look out.
Rumor has it.
I'm so excited. I could not wait to get my copy of the second book because the first one has been sitting with me for a little bit, and I was like, as soon as I heard it was available, I had to press the button, Kim. And I've got to tell you as well, sneaky Amazon actually delivered it early, which was like, yes, yay.
We always like those kind of surprises, Carrie.
We do. I was hoping it was with me before last week, but it was the very next day. So hence why we were pretty excited, because we both got our copies to show on the show today. So
mine came shortly after the show, of course.